It's a West versus East. Contest here in the windy city of Chicago, Illinois, as the Bulls play one at home. Welcome, folks, and thanks for sharing part of your weekend with us here at 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And joining us courtside, reporter David Aldridge. Look at Portland.
And it's the last time we'll see these guys. A two-game season series, and after losing that first one, I'd expect them to play with a little extra added motivation.
They want this win bad. Trust me, whether you're playing a team 4 times or just twice, you never want to get swept.
And when you talk to people about the Bulls, GA, Michael Jordan's shadow still looms large over this team and organization.
And Kevin, they haven't won a championship before or since he was in Chicago. They've had plenty of good players, Derrick Rose and MVP, Jimmy Butler as well, but the results haven't been there.
And now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Well, Billy Donovan and I got a chance to talk for a little bit. I asked him how they plan on bottling up Jalen Green. Now, he said, we have to try and stay in front of him and protect the rim. Jalen is an explosive athlete and an incredibly crafty finisher around the basket, so keeping him out of the paint won't be easy. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David.
Gotta love the aggressiveness. Ayton is locked in.
Now Murray. Shoots. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
Yeah, scoreless here early after their first 4 shots. They, right now, are searching for a bucket.
Robinson on the wing. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Brown outside. His 3-pointers off the mark.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from 3.
Now here's Murray. Back to Robinson. Just 5 on the clock. The Trailblazers working the ball around now. Goes up from the top of the key. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off his shot. 24-second violation. And here are the Bulls now. James right side. And James picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
RJ, we've seen multiple all-star games for Jaylen Brown. Can he become a superstar?
Well, to me, if you've got a finals MVP in your back pocket on your resume, you are now a superstar, and Jaylen Brown is that.
Inside, here's Murray. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard.
A real struggle to shoot the ball in that first quarter.
Defense has no good answer for Ayton there, so they come at the big man and foul him.
Bulls shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. Portland had, Greg, one of the great guard combinations in Clyde Drexler and Terry Porter.
Man, that was one heck of a backcourt, and they really complemented each other so well. Drexler with his explosive scoring ability, and Porter who could just do a little bit of everything.
And they get it. Up and in, it's good. First basket of the game for him. 1 for 4 shooting.
Murray is capable of getting double-digit assists anytime he's on the floor because he is an unselfish point guard.
2 minutes remaining. 2 minutes.
Portland shooting their first free throws of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And he knocks down the first one. And the Bulls making a change here.
2 shots.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Some big guys struggle at the line. Not him. He's put in the work to defy that assumption.
James in the post. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Tries again. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. And there's a minute 45 left here in the opening quarter. Portland trailing here. On the wing, Murray. Holmgren with the steal.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
1:25 left in the first quarter. Now here's LeBron. Still yet to score. That one's not going to go. Murray left side. Launches it. And the rejection by Holmgren.
Long 7-1 with that 7'6" wingspan. Holmgren can alter a block just about every shot in his vicinity.
Now here's Brown. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Shot clock at 6. He nails it, and we're tied up.
Muscling that one in. JB is a strong individual.
There's 47 seconds left here in the first quarter. Back to James. Nailed from three-point land.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Trailblazers trailed by 3. Pass to Robinson. They kick it out to Green. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson.
Whenever the opponent makes a 3, it feels like Jalen's got that mindset that he wants to answer.
James looking it over. Pass to Ware. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. Jones, that's for 2. And no good on the last second attempt this time. It's all tied in Chicago. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter.
The Trailblazers, 10.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And taking a look at Chicago's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
It leads to some easy buckets, and I think it's given them control of the pace in this one.
RJ, so often with rookies, we want to judge them after half a season, but we're not very patient with them. How long should we give players to prove themselves in the NBA?
Well, there's a different type of prove yourself. If you're talking about a rookie, I was taught after about game 60, you're no longer a rookie because you played every team, you understand the defensive concept, you might be a little fatigued, but after that, you're no longer a rookie. But to judge them, if they can play in this league, it can take a couple of years.
The Blazers on offense. They host the Spurs after this one. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Pass to Filipowski. Now White. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Down low. Here's Green. And he makes good on the layup. Green's got the lead up to 2 now for the Trailblazers.
And playing with a lot of fire now. They had a tough start in that first quarter. Didn't shoot it well, but didn't let that discourage them. And now they're showing what they can do offensively.
This is what Green loves to do, getting strong positioning inside and going to work.
Hey, Greg, Kobe White has proven he can run the show.
Well, he's more than just a scorer. He's become a quality playmaker with better decision-making. But his biggest improvement has been his efficiency.
Things really clicking for him at the offensive end.
They're making good decisions, not wasting these opportunities.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. The shot by Filipowski, no good. Bulls trailed by 4. Oh, and the dunk by Jones.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Jalen Green has shown he's capable of carrying a team offensively. He said, it feels good knowing that my teammates believe in me to do that. I had to learn a lot of things to grow, but that's what I work for. I want to be one of those guys that you give the ball to in crunch time. Kevin, I always want to give the mic to you in crunch time. Back to you.
David, you are an unselfish playmaker, and I appreciate that. By the way, Green can be electric and so fun to watch. Hey, D.A., thanks.
3 points.
A nice shot by Huff.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Beyond the arc. Filipowski grabs the board. And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Portland Trail Blazers. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. Pass to Huff. Corner shot. Again, the Trailblazers good for 2.
Assist goes to...
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
To the inside. Here's Ware. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it. And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. And for those of you just joining us, we're in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by.
2 minutes.
To the paint. Here's Branham. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, and that's exactly what you need to do.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Trailblazers.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
On top of that, they're creating turnovers and taking advantage by converting on the offensive end.
Now here's LeBron. Oh, LeBron's just too strong inside.
Oh, textbook pick and roll there. James doing a great job breaking down the defense.
Pass to Huff. Portland again missing. Bulls trailed by 9. And Jones has it in the corner. No good on the triple. The Blazers on offense. They're on a 15-6 run. And it's White missing. And so here is Chicago. On the wing, Markkanen. He has yet to score. Buries it from three-point range.
How about the shooting stroke from Markkanen, appearing very comfortable pulling the trigger from deep.
To the middle. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete. To the right side. Here's Jones. Bucket is good. Jones has got 6 points in the quarter.
He was inside his own head in that first quarter. You could see it. Now he's doing a much better job of letting the game come to him.
White with it. He's picked up by LeBron. Back to White. We've got 22 seconds left now here in the second. 4 on the shot clock. And the rejection by LeBron.
A versatile, talented defender, LeBron excels at using his athleticism and length to block so many shots.
Markkanen from outside. That will count. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's the Portland Trail Blazers with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Looking good at this point, but wanting more. We'll get right back to the action when we return. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. And we've got a timeout called by Chauncey Billups. He's ready to talk things through with the team.
For the 3-1-2 crew.
Murray with it. That's tipped. LeBron left side. Here's Ware. Uses both hands to slam it down.
High IQ pass by LeBron. He reads the floor and gets it to the open shooter.
Murray outside. From the arc. It's hauled in by the Bulls.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
Down low. Back to Holmgren. And he banks in the layup.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. And that one's good. Green.
Nice poise inside from Green, showing how comfortable he is amongst the trees.
Has to Ware. Lets it go from deep. Trains it from beyond the arc. Ware's got 5 points so far.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
Over to the wing. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
3.
And the Trailblazers lead by 4. And Greg, remember, in DeJounte Murray's rookie year, he played in the Western Conference Final.
Murray was the youngest player in that series, playing 20 minutes a game, competing against the KD Steph Warriors. How about that for a welcome to the NBA?
Here's Holmgren. Another one falls for Chicago.
And still perfect in the second half. 4 straight makes.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, Bulls coach Billy Donovan keeps perspective. He says, I used to come back from a tough road loss, go straight to the office and pull an all-nighter, trying to figure out what went wrong. My highs were too high and my lows were too low. You have to realize so much of it is just luck, the breaks of life. Kevin?
That's right, D.A. We respect Billy Donovan as much as any coach in the NBA. But a good outlook there, you're right. Hey, thank you. Trailblazers leading by 5. In the corner, it's Robinson. From deep, sinks the three-pointer. Robinson's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Ron right side. Has to Ware. Going inside. Lays it up and banks it in. Ware's got 7 now in this quarter.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
Right there.
Inside. At the elbow, it's Robinson. To the inside. Outside for Murray. And we've got a timeout called by Chauncey Billups. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. So both teams making some changes here.
Substitution on the court.
1:29 left in the third quarter of the game. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. And stolen by Murray. Pass to Brown. 14 feet away. Here's Branham. Back to Murray. Robinson on the wing. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Here's Ware. He has 7. For 3, Holmgren. Good on the triple. Now it's just a 3-point Trailblazer lead.
And now they're shooting it pretty well. That was not something we would have said in that first half.
Leonard with the steal. Fast break. Here comes Chicago for the tie. Nobody's stopping Kawhi on that break.
So impressive. The fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
And as tired as they might be after fighting to tie it up, they have all the momentum now to finish this comeback.
Holmgren wide open. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Down to 5 on the shot clock. For the lead. That one misses. It's all tied in Chicago. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next.
The Trailblazers,
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. And here are the Bulls now. Here's Grimes to take the lead, and it's denied. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession.
Bulls basketball.
Markkanen from outside. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Markkanen's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Bulls. And here's White. Here's Branham. Drills it from outside. Branham's got the game tied up here for the Trailblazers.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Outside, Markkanen. Here's Murray Boyle. Banked in off the glass. Murray Boyles has got his first points of the night.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Back to White. Pocket 6. Here's the lob to the hoop. And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers with the hustle stats for the Bulls.
All you have to do is look at one stat, and that is their block numbers. It tells you how tight their D has been. They've been going out of their way to smother the defense.
And they've really been able to get out in transition and produce. The defense hasn't had an answer for this up-tempo pace.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Guys, during that last break, I listened to Chauncey Billups talk to his team. Now, they preached the little things in the huddle. They asked their team to battle on those 50-50 balls. One extra possession could be all the difference. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated.
And a nice spark for their offense here in the second half. Now above 50% for the game.
Brown outside. Wide open look here for Murray. A three-pointer, no good.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Jones for three. Knocks down the three ball. And now an 8-point Bulls lead.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Robinson with the block. On the wing, Murray. The kick out to Brown. On the wing, Murray. The screen from Brown. They need this. Murray, no good.
Just an ugly show for him offensively. Yep, no way to describe it, just ugly, and that hasn't helped.
Here's Murray Boyle. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Trailblazers trail by 8. The kick out to Brown. The 3. It's hauled in by the Bulls.
Questionable shot selection in that 3. Not really helping as they try and narrow the deficit.
The shot by Markkanen. Nobody around. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And it's Brown missing.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
They kick it out to Green. And Robinson throws it down.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Yeah, once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
We've got 1:28 left to play here in the fourth. Robinson with the block. And they'll get another chance. Here's Ayton. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Trailblazers trailed by 6. 1:12 left in the fourth. Over in the corner, Green. Back to Murray. Brown outside. No good on the 3. And it's Jones with the ball for Chicago. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter. Greg, their unselfish play has really been impressive.
They're trusting one another out there, wanting to get each other involved. This is great basketball.
From deep, Green. They get it back.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Markkanen from outside. And the Bulls with another miss. No room for them to make a mistake here.
You got to almost play perfect from here on out.
It drops. And now they trail by just 4.
Now look, he is a solid distributor. Murray is gifted at finding his teammates pretty much in any spot on the floor.
Now Jones. Can't get it to fall. And so the big...